Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol LCLP. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Now this chart's a little tricky to talk about because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. So before I go any further, just kind of let me quantify things here a little bit. So what do I mean by perspective? Well, it depends. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are a day trader, flipper, whatever you want to call yourself, and you bought, right there, or, you bought somewhere right around there and you wanted to sell within 25 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty bad. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. From the highs, there have been a pullback. But from the big picture, the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. And as long as higher bases are being built over the long haul, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you probably had more of the day trader slash flipper perspective going into the trade. And really the easiest way to illustrate this, I'm going to just go ahead and get rid of that line there. Yeah, it pertains, but let's try to keep this very simplified here, is in regards to, 003, which I've talked about in the past. But I want to take this a little bit more drastic just to, prove a point. And I'm not saying this will happen because, right now history has shown that, 003 is strong. But let's say the price actually comes down to 0025. Again, I'm not saying that'll happen. Just for example's sake, what would that give you from the big picture perspective? So emphasis on big picture. Well, if the price were to come down here, do something like that, and then work its way back upwards. Again, big picture, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have a set of lows right there. You'd have lows down here. If you picture each of these as stair steps, from the big picture, you'd still very clearly have overall stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. And that's the name of the game. That's how long-term uptrends are constructed. Again, I am well aware. If you're a flipper and you bought up there, then yeah, you don't care about these stair steps. But that's why I try to offer up a warning that I would be talking about things from a big picture point of view. So sure, today the price pulled back, but stop and think about that word, today, as in 1 day. Looking at multiple days, which is what we're doing here, you can see the price still has plenty of opportunity to build that higher base. So that is definitely the bulls' top priority going forward. So yeah, let's see if the bulls can chip away and build another higher low or not. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.